Welcome back to the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. Mike Catalana is not here, as you can see. He is celebrating his 60th birthday. Dan Fates.
We're leaving that in.
Jenna Cottrell. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Dan knows I'm doing that because I forgot that he was not here.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about it. Bills Chiefs.
Hey, like, comment, subscribe.
I said that.
Okay.
All right,
checking.
like, comment, and subscribe again. Unsubscribe and then resubscribe. Okay.
And then
Bills
comment.
Chiefs. This is an important game. A little bit of history between the two. We've talked about this is their 5th meeting in the last. This will be in the last 3 seasons.
It's adorable when they say they're not rivals and that this isn't a big game.
Well,
It
Isaiah
is so
McKenzie talked
cute.
about how it feels like they're divisional rivals.
Yeah, they played them twice a year for the last 2 years. When I saw them on the schedule again, I was like, really?
I felt the same way. I was like, I don't want to go back there. I don't. Not that the barbecue's not good, but like the airport is not great. Slaps does slap, but like Arrowhead's so loud.
Yeah.
It's all that stuff. All right, let's talk about though.
It's a weird atmosphere because it's like
way?
It almost feels like a college Midwest, like a Big Ten football game in the sense of like that's a lot of what Kansas City like they're more basketball like as a you know, as like a city. So in like
I'm like trying to see where you're going with this.
Nah, it's a different feel than when we go to Miami. It's a different feel than when we go to New York.
I feel like it's got to be the most similar experience when away teams come to Buffalo. Because it's loud. The people are passionate. They're there all day. They live and breathe their team. Like, I feel like it's the same experience.
Yeah, I did a terrible job at explaining that. But it feels like.
I helped you out.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about your picks. I feel like you'll be better at formulating that.
Yeah, I think so. We'll give that a shot. Look, when I look at this game, earlier in the week, I think I was leaning towards taking the Chiefs and betting against the Bills for the first time this season, but I came to my senses. Look, Patrick Mahomes is an underdog for the first time in his career at home, and that is not some mistake. Look, that is what the league and Vegas thinks of Josh Allen and this Bills offense, and I'm not even going to talk about the Bills defense right away. The Chiefs defense, though, on the other hand, stinks. They're going to start 2 rookie corners. We saw what Derek Carr could do against them. I only can imagine what Josh Allen will do to a not great defense. So when I look at this one, I go back to my concern is, can the Bills defense get enough stops against Patrick Mahomes? This defense has played good this year, but they haven't gone up against anybody quite this. Yeah. They've been elite, not just good. They have been fantastic. But the big difference here is what will Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott draw up for this one? Because I think they have thrown everything they can at Patrick Mahomes, and I just think him and Andy Reid have something planned for every scenario. The first meeting, they didn't blitz him at all, and Mahomes ran all over them back in 2020 in Buffalo. Then they try and blitz him in the AFC Championship game. It doesn't work. Then they don't blitz when the Bills beat them last year in Week 6 or Week 5. I know that Mahomes and Reid will have a plan to say, okay, they're going to do this, then we're going to do that. It's going to come down to who can get enough stops. I think 3 punts and you win the game if your defense can force that. This game goes back and forth. I think Poyer and Edmonds being back in the lineup, they seem to be trending that way, is massive.
Yeah.
This one's going to be fun. These games are always weird. 38-36, Bills win, Chiefs cover.
All right. I also have the Bills winning this game because I think they have been such weird matchups like what you talk about. I think Vegas obviously putting Josh Allen as the favorite in this game. Look, it is weird that Patrick Mahomes is a home underdog. Like that is, and think about that, how good Mahomes is this is the first time in his career he's put in that position. But I think that says a lot about what is expected of this Bills team and the execution that they've been able to do, and also coming off that game against the Steelers. I'm not saying the Chiefs and the Steelers are similar. They're not at all. Obviously, the Bills are a lot better, and so are the Chiefs. They're a lot better than Pittsburgh. But the confidence that this Bills offense can have, having those explosive plays, that timing, getting those things like that down. Confidence, as Micah Hyde says, is a hell of a drug. And let's be real, this game just means more to the Bills because of how last season ended. They might talk about how it's only Week 6, and it's the biggest game because it's the next game, but when you lose the way you lost last season, that sticks with you. It's a point of pride. There's also the new wrinkle of having Von Miller in this Buffalo defense. A little bit of a spark. What can he add? Also just the veteran experience. We talk about how much he brings. I have the Bills winning this game. I don't have it as high scoring as Dan. I have the Bills winning 31-24. I think this Bills defense is able to I'm not going to say shut down.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say
contain.
contain.
Yeah.
Yes. I think the Bills defense will be able to contain Patrick Mahomes and his weapons. We know Tyreek Hill obviously isn't there, but Travis Kelce is still just phenomenal.
You were asking me off camera just about what do you think the keys to this game are, and it's to me it's not some all-22 breakdown. If you want to beat good quarterbacks, the elite, the Hall of Fame quarterbacks, it's getting pressure with your front four so you can have 7 in coverage. I think the difference this year is having Jordan Phillips, who was watching that playoff game in Kansas City last year. Ed Oliver seems to be getting healthier. Greg Rousseau is, again, seemingly come more into his own. And then obviously you have Von Miller and those guys. So I think they need to be the difference to give Kyer and to give DeMar Hamlin some support.
Yeah.
And they have been so good. They have schemed so well. I think last week, great point, the confidence that Ken Dorsey can have, Josh Allen, Gabe Davis, all these things, and extra day of rest and planning.
Shorter week for the Chiefs, we know that. Mike Catalana, he is not here. He's celebrating his birthday, like we talked about. But he has his Bills team winning 34-31. Had to make sure I got that right.
Yep.
We know it's going to be a fun matchup. We know that this is going to be quite a game. And we also know that you're going down to Kansas City with Mike.
Kansas City, we'll get some barbecue at Slaps. We will review that on the audio podcast. How about that for a transition for you?
Are we expanding the channel?
Yes. So an audio podcast wherever you get your podcast.
Oh,
you can get it there.
Oh, yeah. Actually, be sure to check that out because it is a totally unique thing that we don't post on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. And it's a lot of fun. Mike and
it's usually with a soda.
Yeah, an adult beverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really fun because you're actually like, these are my true thoughts.
Yes.
All right, thank you for joining us.
Unabashed.
Unabashed, which that's scary. All right, thank you for joining us on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. For Dan, I'm Jenna. Mike's celebrating 6-0. We'll see you next time.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Woo.